Mark chapter 8, verse, small writing, 22. They came to Bethsaida, and some people brought a blind man and begged Jesus to touch him. He took the blind man by the hand and led him outside the village. When he had spit on the man's eyes and put his hands on him, Jesus asked, "Do you see anything?" He looked up and said, "I see people. They look like trees walking around." Once more Jesus put his hands on the man's eyes. Then his eyes were opened. His sight was restored, and he saw everything clearly. Jesus sent him home saying, "Don't go into the village." Well, that is a strange healing. Of course, Jesus could have healed the man straight away. He could have restored his sight without touching, with just a word. It could have been done from a distance. But this time, not only did he touch him, but there's spittle used. And it's a twofold process. After the first process, do you see anything? I see people, they look like trees walking around. So he sees indistinctly, fuzzily. Jesus touches him again, and then his sight is restored fully. We can learn here that coming to faith in Jesus Christ, there are no two ways alike. It's wonderful hearing people's testimonies. I'm hearing quite a few at the moment. I don't know what your testimony is. Did you come to faith straight away? I mean, for me, it was in a flash, like seeing a jigsaw puzzle coming together. For other people I hear about, it's a process. It's slowly, or they see, but fuzzily and indistinctly. The ways of God are mysterious. What's important is that I can say, as another blind man said, once I was blind and now I can see. Don't be satisfied with a partial sight. We want clear sight on who Jesus is and what he has done. So this miracle is like a parable of conversion. And we're going to see that worked out in the next few verses in Mark's Gospel, where Peter makes his great confession, "You are the Christ." But then he takes Jesus aside, "Oh, you're not going to die." And Jesus has to rebuke him harshly. So Peter sees partially, but not completely. Eventually he does see completely. I don't know what stage you're at. Don't rest with a partial sight. Pursue him all the way. May our faith be exercised to see who he is, what he's done with 2020 vision. He's the Son of God. He lived for me. He died for me. He rose again. He reigns. He will return. There is a heaven. There is a hell. I'm going to heaven through simply repenting towards God and trusting in the finished work of Jesus.